What's
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate.
Know your place, bearer.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
Huh? What's the commotion? Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
Hello. That was blatant. Can I have a bite? Thank you. Huh? Being cheeky? Mm. Because I just drink a lot of water. Yes, gamer. Yeah, I was trying to fix it, but I was also cleaning up my dog's pee-pee. Or, well, cleaning the pee-pee off.
You have to listen
You
to
lied
me.
about being one of us, and you're lying
You
now.
need to evacuate. Know your place, Barrow.
Girl can't help it. I'm sure those side quests didn't look good, though. Okay, do you want me to take the stream off? No, I mean, it wasn't a threat. I was just asking if you... Well, I mean, if you don't want to watch it, I'll take it down. I'll take it off right fucking now! Hopefully, this shit won't take long.
I think we'd better shut up.
This is obviously the reason I haven't been playing this game. Yeah, we know. How do I change the volume? Okay, there we go.
Lord Furder,
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support.
How does that work?
But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Blue Boy is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Shitting on people. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it honestly is.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They
That's
don't
gnarly.
sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted.
Maybe as a result of that.
We may have saved the town once, but this is different.
You're probably right.
I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
She called him
You
a bear
should
with a
run.
hard R.
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Bear that is.
Just go!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Lubor.
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? Hmm? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
Do you
But
ever
did
paper towel,
Lubor
you
ever
fucker?
complain?
Yes, you do.
Well,
Oh my god.
does he
How'd you even
ever
get
stop
this, dude?
smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
No.
Lubor, we have heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the
Wanna play that in a little bit? Okay.
very place it is sworn to protect.
Right ass now.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
I'm ready.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these
I gotta
Akashic
craft
of
that
yours?
goddamn running sword.
We won't run, but we will fight.
I want
All
it.
right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
What? I did see that. I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
I don't know if it was. It's pretty cheeky. You know?
Allow me to explain the situation.
What?
The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south.
You got this
Both
one?
forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
Damn.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done. As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And
Did he
tell
win?
the merchant not to waste time securing anything
Damn.
beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained.
I'll ever go first.
And if
Nice,
anyone
man.
doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands
Probably good,
ready to
honestly.
cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there,
Dodo.
and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Ah, don't
Luckily,
fucking
so
do
am
that.
I.
Ugh.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it.
Should put the
For
poo-poo in my
Dalimil.
face. What? Yeah, it smells like candles, as opposed to literal dog shit.
Looks like everyone's
It smells
ready.
like candles as opposed to literal
Better
dog
not
shit.
keep them waiting.
Get all these weapons into the hands of the Watch. They're no use lying around here.
Understood. We will defend Dalimil as best we can, but the town won't be truly safe.
Giratina. Nothing. Eh?
Good. That will keep some of them out. Any man sighting an Akashic is to raise the alarm.
Dalimil will be safe with us.
Messengers will see
You
that
have
our
my
entire
word.
force rallies to that position. We stand together or we fall alone.
Bye-bye. I'm just kidding. I would never ignore you.
Ready, go?
Yeah! I feel like you have some knowledge that we don't have. Going through those tips and tricks though, there was some shit that I was not aware of. Yeah. I feel like sometimes it lasts longer than it does other times too. You know? Shut up. It could just be my mind messing with me, but like, I swear sometimes I feel like it doesn't last nearly as long. Because like sometimes I can hit 3 of those boosts, and other times I can
There
hit
it
like
is.
1 at
The flood.
maximum.
But what's waiting for us inside?
But yeah, I don't know. Could be that.
All right.
Could be like when I have
Stay down. Can't leave a single one alive.
Probably on Saturday? It wasn't yesterday, right? No, it was yesterday because
it was yesterday.
Saturday we had Tyler over all day. And pink isn't everything.
What is she doing?
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalamil and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find
Oh, okay.
have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
I thought she was looking in my room.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, sit.
Very dumb.
No, it's the top of a tree bag. I don't even know, dude.
What door's open? I thought you closed the doors when you were up there.
The bathroom's open.
You're a real right piece of shite.
Shite. Bloody shite. I keep finding like styrofoam shit around the house, and I'm wondering like what she's chewing to get at it.
Hey. Down.
So that's what that is. And
You didn't put the thing back. What did I tell you?
I did too.
No.
Hell yeah.
How's the mango?
Yummy. Wanna buy it?
No, thank you.
What are you doing, Jeremy? You still watching F-Zero? Oh, hell yeah. We can go over to the other Discord if you want. I know they're all over there. Unless you're just trying to chill. Okay. Alright, I'm cool with this too. Yeah. Yeah, this pen just tastes like shit.
Oh, well, that's too bad, 'cause then I'll open it.
It tastes like spicy. Like usually it's like a fruity. Why are you saying like that? Skywalker OG, more like.
Skywalker poopy.
Yeah, Skywalker poopy is right.
So you've gotten that cartridge before and it didn't taste like that?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Unless this battery's just like. I don't know, it just tastes weird, man.
Hey, baby. Hey. Fine. Just ignore me. That's cool too, bitch.
Loose, loosey little goose.
Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalamil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalamil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that
Did
you
you
will
end up
both
doing
do
that
everything
Mewtwo,
in your power to rally
raid
your
thing?
people to my cause. If the town guard and the merchant
It said something like if you like bring your Mew in there and you beat him, I think like something would happen or something.
League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the
I don't remember what
start.
it was. Maybe you get like a.
Unity is the key to defending Dalamil.
I was something like
and
maybe
I
it's
do
for,
not
like,
doubt that we shall
special
need
use.
to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together.
Or like the, you know, like they have those like variations or whatever. I don't remember which game they introduced them in. There's like the one that like, I think it has like a different type to it or something.
Just as we did today.
Of course. You have
Yeah,
our
maybe
word.
that's what it was.
And secondly,
That's old news, huh?
you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Ow.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubor. About the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
Lost in your
I
box.
wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a
Hey,
third.
stop it.
If you're sure. We won't be long. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
What is it? Ipidimp. Oh, Impidimp.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
She took it from me. Well, I basically just let her play with my socks at this point. I've given up on that one.
Well, I will. You have a little tail.
Yeah.
You peacock, babe. What does she have now? A paper towel?
Of course.
This is what happens when you're high. It always it just your mind.
Here we are.
No, this
Your
happens.
mind is nuts. It's crazy.
No, this happens no matter what.
That's you then. You're the problem.
Lucy.
It's you. Hi. You're the problem. It's you.
Lucy, drop it. Don't know what the fascination with paper is and towels and.
Stop twerking shit.
Yeah.
Babe.
Yeah, I know. She was hiding it. She was hiding it.
The second you sat down, she's like, oh, just.
Yeah, I have more.
Wait, oh, I thought she was gonna pop up with more.
She probably does have a little bit more.
Did you even look?
Of course.
Obviously not.
What do I know about what?
Bitch.
Stanley's tight.
This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Why does this Prius kind of look like a Tesla or something?
It sounds like angles. It's very angular.
It's Bo's new car. Oh, man.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things?
Being a good girl.
Perhaps.
Lizzie.
What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
See, this is kind of cool. I like shit like this. I got my charred sparring sword from when I was a kiddo. Just, you know, I like the lore. I like all that shit. Shut up.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
Give me lore. Actually.
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there.
This is kind of cool too.
Father always fought for what he believed was right.
Visiting Pappy's grave.
It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Stop it.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then?
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Yo.
That's better. Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle-axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more unto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
What do you think that thing is?
You be careful up there. But if you happen to snag your britches on anything, be sure to bring them back to me. I'll get them patched up right away.
You should have seen him. The thing...
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you. Sid, I wanted you to know. I will be taking personal responsibility for Ember's combat training. And I will not let you down.
Just chilling, playing Final Fantasy, falling asleep. I'm like listening to this dialogue and I keep nodding off slightly. I did not. I might eventually, but I gotta beat the game first.
I know you'll do right by us, Clive.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
You be careful up there. But if you happen to snag your britches on anything, be sure to bring them back to me.
I was just looking and I have a fuck ton still. I'm like, where do these even come from? I don't even remember having these. Even I'm annoyed now.
You look like you could do with a drink. Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good. Do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the realm's most benevolent outlaw. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right, then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
If there's anything special you fancy supping on before you go, I'd be glad to make it for you. As long as it's brown.
Clive.
Go on, then.
I'll find a better price than that.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of great Griga herself. I'm sure.
BRB. I'm back. Oh, you guys still playing Pokemans? Nice. It's not looking good. Yeah, Jeremy's a hater. I don't know if you've noticed. They're not great. Yeah, I know. I think it's funny that he's so mad about the way I'm playing this game. Legitimately upsets you. He's got loose ends to tie up. Wouldn't you want to take care of some shit before the world ends? It's okay. Clive has time. He even said, "Come to me when you're ready."
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Joshua. Joshua. Yes. I'm looking for Joshua. So I got a question. I know, I was just thinking that.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord.
You don't have to watch
I shall
my
go to
stream.
his...
and he's watching my stream.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but...
Sad.
Since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more
I'm
and
digging the
more.
lore, at least.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. And to let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, He had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive? I can't say my travels ever took me back to Man's Hill. I'm curious to see how it has fared.
Must we away? Make ready.
Did you actually?
Mid. Tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
We can play more. played F-Zero 99 yet, Jay? That shit's tight, huh? Yeah. I love it, dude. I think it's so much fun.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project?
Oh, hell yeah. He's hooking everyone up. It's tight. It's cool, everyone can just play.
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid. Back for another part. We've got screws and bolts and nails and knobbles and noodles and, Back for another part. We've got screws and bolts and nails and knobbles and noodles.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Well?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do. this is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then. Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm...
A silver chocobo.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, near some guyed hovel. Not most took him for a braggart and a...
We'll see. Thank you.
Can't say it wasn't a relief to see the better part of the Guardians finally taking their leave. Hardly had room to...
Good to see you. It ain't exactly a bed of roses. And that's... When I was a little... My grandmother. I swore then and there. When I was a little... My grandmother. I swore then and there. Put the wind right up us. And thank goodness they did. Like being back in the glory. Half of me wishes they... Give the others my regards.
The feller who claimed he was attacked didn't linger here long. Said he was gonna go back and capture it.
How do? There you go. Take care out there, eh?
Just because the heavens have gone to reckon.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Coloured...
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely. No one has seen a silver chocobo for a year. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
The hills around the rest are crawling with wild chocobos. If you're not too picky about the colour of their plumes.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly.
Whoever's idea it was to take those bearers away.
Can I help you with summit?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
I have a shiny side deck, I think.
Can hardly make it.
Yeah. Violet, yeah. I think someone gave it to me, if I recall. Because I don't think I was able to find any on my own. It's not easy, yeah. Yeah, I know people shiny hunt and shit. Yummy. As opposed to like, yeah, it's just so ridiculous.
They're not left by bandits for a change. Straight home now.
Yeah. And you can see them in the world too, right? If they're shiny.
More tracks. And these look fresh.
It's like just like a lighter like palette.
The chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
Other times it's like it stands out. It's like, I noticed they always like sometimes they change Pokemon to just pink for some reason. They're like, fuck it, make it pink.
Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Geth before they change their minds. Not here.
Might this be Nickelberg?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their shawls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Your friend with the cowl has been staying with me. Please, make yourself at home too, traveler.
This place is creepy.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve
it's the game
their...
I'm thinking of, yeah. It's like a 2D skateboarding game. Yeah, I think I have it on there. Hell yeah.
Dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is.
Ooh, that's a good deal. I love those games. 9 and 10 are awesome. These are good deals.
Don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
Yeah, it seems like the ideal place to get them, huh? Probably on the Switch.
Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready. meet again. I've killed your kind before.
I gotta turn you up, I can't hear you.
Damn it. Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
had to save them, that they might
He's
have a
one of those,
chance to find true
guys that protects
salvation
the Phoenix.
by devoting themselves to the service of their
Yeah,
Lord.
basically.
Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this.
Got to trash.
My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course.
I don't think most of
Your
these
duty
people
will
are
be
going to
done.
help me on my main quest. He's hoping I stop playing the game.
My lord.
You will soon get tired of this quest and I will win.
Saved.
Sounds familiar. What the heck? Oh, okay, I think I know the game. I want to play No Man's Sky, dude. That I'm actually interested. I think it does. When did you last play it?
They are saved.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
I think it's older than that, isn't it? I thought it came out in 2016. We can play Minecraft. Minecraft is cool. It's just, I don't know. It's not the same anymore, though. I'm trying to think what else there is. Is that Trials co-op game any good? Not Trials, sorry, no, the Outlast co-op game. Yeah, when I get paid, I'll probably pick that up. Or maybe I'll wait for a Halloween sale. 'Cause I bet there will be one. Like 15% or something. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Well, you want some different games in the mix? I kind of do. Something different than Overwatch. Yeah, I'd be interested in trying that game. Don't own it, but...
Are you buying or selling?
Buying or selling? Oh, hey Travis. What's up?
Come again.
What you up to? I'm good.
Here's the scraps you were after.
Thanks. Can't do without leather if I'm to polish these stones.
Final Fantasy. He doesn't like my side quests.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your
So
third chair,
many,
Cyril.
though.
He bade me deliver his findings to you.
It really does feel like it.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in...
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickleburg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers,
yeah, same
though,
shit. Same exact shit.
believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed, even knowing that that lie...
Then he perished. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse. That is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right?
I believe...
Yeah.
That he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants.
Yeah, for sure. This game's awesome, but
And this
even
was
I'm
his
like,
will.
these quests are kind of dragging. I just want to beat the
Ultimate
game.
expression of it.
I'm gonna do all these quests. Huh?
All right. I'd like to know that...
Yeah, but Dave isn't like slogging like this shit is right now.
This man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once.
Yeah.
My lord.
Where?
It has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
I think both. Should all play F-099. No. No. Okay. It's fucked up. No, just kidding.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
It was no trouble at all.
Still. Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years.
Till someone wants to play something else, maybe. If someone wants to play something else. Okay.
Empty cabin made for the perfect shelter.
That'll be done. Chad has it
Though
too.
I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to
just
move
realized
on
they have to get
before
past the tutorial and bullshit.
long. Even if you hadn't have turned up, they'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off.
Explain the new
And
mechanics.
now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I?
Mario Kart?
I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Say what you will.
You have to race the bots till you get the real people.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Sometimes it is, yeah. Yeah, it's the balance of it. If you hit them when you're in the thing, I don't think you take any damage, and it like knocks them away. I think if you just like run into each other, you both take damage, like if you're not spinning.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Oh, what have you got? Seems the Duke's had a change of heart.
The garrison did away with posting guards here at the wall. Now any
I will say that's one thing I like about this game. I like how all the areas
Looks like
change
you've
and
got
stuff
fast.
throughout the years. Different dialogue and.
I remember standing here when I was no more than a stripling.
haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed. Do be careful.
I will.
Run like the wind.
Yep.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yeetin mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Hey, Lucy.
Look, brother. You see them?
Wait, what?
I do. The flowers and our friends.
N64 version of that, that would be so fucking awesome. I don't know how they could pull that off though. It would be good. Just if there's an N64 version of 99.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out. Rest.
Puppers. He's a pup.
You're finished.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
And every time you hit a jump, it comes back instantly. Ah.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Thought we were just waiting for the let's go. Well, let's go.
Jill.
Thought we were gonna play F-Zero.
There's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
I think, it's somewhere on there. I think you could just, like, search for it, like, when you, like, click on the eShop, like, app thing. It'll be, like, at the front page.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget?
Make sure to not always accelerate.
You saw me
Chad.
crying and thought
That's
a change
that
of
was the hardest
scenery
part
might
for me.
lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from
Just
your
let go of
mother.
the gas.
But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
In that game? It'd be ridiculous.
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though.
I didn't play it till later on, but I love it.
I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
See, this is the good stuff, Jeremy.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
It happened. It happened earlier too when they're on the island. Yes. See.
Thank you, Blythe.
Nope. Dude, they banged on the island when he took her power.
Flowers, for everything.
Did you even play this game?
It's exactly what I needed. You
It was heavily
are
implied.
my treasure.
They did. They did. You didn't play this game. Wait, what? It's okay.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
Are you almost done, Chad?
And we'll do it together.
Oh my god. Everyone's fucking annoying. Joining hands with Jill. Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. I love you, Jill. Yes. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh, the beginning? Pretty cool. I like that. So we're not playing anything? We're not playing anything? You don't want to just do a game of F-Zero? We can... Okay. Well, if Chad wants to play Overwatch, I can play a couple. Okay. I will pause Final Fantasy. I've been playing for almost 3 hours.